Hey, April here, and I just wanted to do a quick walkthrough of Flodesk new analytics dashboard. This came out a couple months ago, and it is awesome. They really made this super robust, super in-depth, and I'm just going to show you a few things that I love about it. There's a lot more. I'll probably learn more as I keep using it, but so far it is awesome. So let me just go ahead and dive in. So, first you have your subscribers tab, and obviously you've got some general information here. You have your growth, your numbers, but my favorite thing is the performance by segment, and you can do at a quick glance, figure out what your best segment is. And so mine has been my website workbook, aside from my nurture, because everyone goes into my nurture sequence eventually, but my website workbook and my fit and pricing guides, those have performed the best over time. So that is super interesting. You can also see here, open rates, the people who are in that segment, how often they open. Those are really high quality leads for me, high quality subscribers. You can also see the click rate, again, super high. You want that to be between 2 and 5%, so 14%, really great. And how big it is for my list, 22%. So that's a really good segment right there to make sure that I'm catering to them. So the next thing I want to talk about is the emails tab, and there's a couple things here as well. Again, you've got a quick glance and open click-through rates, lots of great stuff here. So I like to see the best days to send emails. And I like to look at all time. You might also look at last 90 days. But let's just look at all time and see how this is performing. So I typically send on Tuesdays, so that's why the volume is highest there. But something super interesting that I'm going to try based on this is my Friday numbers are much higher. So the open rate's just a little bit higher, but look at that click-through rate, 7.3% as compared to 3.4%. And again, 2 to 5% is great. So a 7.3 though, that's awesome. So for the next few months, because of these numbers, I am going to try to send on Fridays. So you can look at this and kind of glean some of the same stuff. And then we also, I love this when, you can say, send, and, it's pretty almost even across the board for me. Well, no, it's higher in the morning and the afternoon. But I still like sending in the morning. I like having my email be one of the top ones in your inbox, maybe on Friday morning this month. And then performance by email. This is so helpful. This is something that they did not have before, and I tried to figure out on my own, maybe making my own Excel spreadsheet. So here you can look at the newsletters that I have sent out and see, how that's grown, how the opens have grown. The open rate has gotten mostly better. And then the clicks and the click-through rates. So these have been doing, this last one did great. So just really looking at how they're performing. If you've made some big changes, like watching this, if I change it to Friday, I'll be able to very quickly see if that is working or not on this performance by email section. So that is the emails tab. Hop over to the forms. Same thing here. You have your quick glance, form activity. But again, my favorite is the performance by form. And so I have different forms in different places. I might have a pop-up or a inline form, and I can see how those are performing. So my full page fit guide CTA, that to me is saying that it's a CTA form or a CTA button, call to action button on my website. Most likely my main call to action. Actually, I know it is. and that it's once they click on it, they get a full page form. That has been my best performer. And then also my website workbook has been my best performer, and I know where that is as well. It is at the top of my website in a banner. So those above the fold CTA buttons that lead to a full page form in Flodesk have been performing the best. So to me, that says that's where I need to put my lead magnets and lead generators, my free resources for people to opt into. That's where I want to put those because those perform the best. So the last thing I want to talk about is the workflows tab. And I haven't done anything with checkouts yet, unfortunately, but I bet that is amazing as well. So again, you quick glance, lots of the same information. But if we scroll down here, you have performance by workflow, so how each workflow is performing. But then you also have workflow email performance. So this is a specific email in one of my workflows. Your website workbook has arrived, and we have an 80% click-through rate or open rate and a 71% click-through rate. That's what you would hope. But then you can see the other ones. This is by total sent, but if we wanted to change it to open rate, I just recently launched a few of these new package, my fit and pricing quiz. And so that's 100% rate, but there's not very many sent yet. So something to watch for, but we can absolutely see how that continues to perform. But anywho, I hope this was helpful. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I wanted to show you some of my favorite parts of the Flodesk Analytics dashboard. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions at all. Have a great one.